Hey guys, how are you? I'm glad I didn't shut this channel down because I knew that I would have eventually something to say, and especially because the world's gone crazy. And here I am with something to say. It's not about the movies, but it's about something that, well, it's about self-esteem, quite frankly, because something happened to me yesterday that kind of woke me up. And maybe still have a message to convey, and maybe I can make a difference for somebody out there, because something happened to me today. Like three people came to me, and this is usual. People came to me to kind of talk about their problems, and they came to me because they said that they know that I'd had a hard life and that I had reasons to be depressed and that I wasn't depressed, and so I was becoming an inspiration. And they asked me, what the hell are you doing right? Because I seem to be going down. These are hard times. People are going down. People are getting depressed. And quite frankly, my answer to them, and this is what I came here to tell you, my answer to them is I worked on my self-esteem. To me, everything starts and ends in your self-esteem, because you can't be depressed if you're okay with yourself. And so I know that the title of the video is a little ambitious. Who am I to be talking about self-esteem or depression? I'm nobody. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a healthcare professional of any kind. I'm just somebody that didn't have self-esteem for a long, long time, that was diagnosed with 2 depressions and a burnout. I'm still coming out of the burnout, but no, I am not depressed. And I was medicated in the first one. I was 17 years old. I'm 42 now. I was always considered a sad person. Not so long ago, I wasn't being able to face my circumstances. Everything was overwhelming. I did have a kind of a hard life, but that's a cop-out, okay? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about depression and about self-esteem, because to me, it all starts and ends in self-esteem. So the video, the title of the video is a little ambitious, but I can guarantee you that these sentences are going to diagnose your self-esteem, okay? So when I say these sentences, you have to feel something. These sentences, I'm not sure, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but anyway, I'll recommend this book to you. I think it came out of the book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. If they didn't, I'm so sorry. I still recommend this book. This was such an important book to me. I so recommend it. It changed my life, completely changed my life. I'm sure if I read it now, and I've read it twice, but if I read it now again, I will still be finding things and still be discovering better ways to take care of myself. Anyway, they came out of this book, or if they didn't, I'm so sorry if I can't credit it right, but they did. I have them on my phone because I go back to them from time to time just to see how I'm doing, okay? So I'm going to tell you these sentences, and you are going to feel something. You are going to have an emotion. And José Roberto Marques, this is a Brazilian coach, he did this wonderful webinar on emotions. What is an emotion? An emotion is something that you feel biologically, okay? You feel something in your body, okay? Your body responds to something that you are experiencing. That's an emotion. When you're falling in love, you feel the butterflies on your stomach. When you're overwhelmed, your throat kind of clenches and you can't speak. When you are depressed or very sad, you experience a loss or something, you have like an elephant's foot on your chest and you can't breathe. So your body talks to you. So you got to listen to your body. That's an emotion. An emotion is something that you feel biologically. It's in your body. It comes from, stored memories and experiences and nature and nurture and all of that, but you feel it in your body. When you label it, when you decide that, when you put a name to it, that's a feeling. Like you feel something, it's an emotion, something biologically. You label it, it's a feeling, and you label it by thinking, right? By thinking, by going to search words. So you got to work on your thoughts to change your feelings, to change your emotions. But that's a really fucked up process. I kid you not. I kid you not. And this is what we are going to be doing here today, because I'm going to tell you these sentences and you are going to feel something. You are going to have an emotion and you are going to name that emotion and you are going to go for your memories. It's almost natural that you have memories associated with these sentences that you say, because what I'm about to say, it's going to make your body and your mind kind of search for something, feel something. So after I've said these sentences, you experience something. And if you experience anything that is not serenity, happiness, if it doesn't come out naturally, if these sentences, if you say them and they don't come out naturally, you have work to do. You have work to do in your self-esteem. And let me say this, it may be temporary, it may be a phase, or it may be something that you need to work on yourself because it's embedded into you and you need to do this work in order to be okay. All right? Nothing, if you have a good self-esteem, you will not be depressed. I mean, there's something that takes us off balance, a loss, for instance, a bad job, for instance, it takes us off balance and it undermines our self-esteem. So let's do that diagnose. Let's see how your self-esteem is doing. Because if you can say these sentences and you're fine with them, if there's nothing that you feel that is strange when you're saying them, if there's nothing negative that you're feeling, you're fine. But you wouldn't be watching this video if you were fine, would you? I don't know. I don't think so. You are here for some reason. So I'm going to tell you the sentences. You are going to repeat them. You are going to note and pay attention to what your body and your mind tells you. And if it's anything but serenity and happiness, you are going to do a meditation later and go back to these sentences. Now, don't freak out when I say meditation. All right? Don't freak out. Meditation is not voiding your mind and levitating. No, it doesn't have to start that way. It doesn't have to be that. That's why now people are talking about mindfulness. All you have to do is just be there, stay present, be conscious in the moment to what's going on with you. So you are going to shut down your phone. You are going to tell people to fuck off. You are going to close the door. You are going to sit down and you are going to repeat these sentences slowly, and you are going to take note, to understand, to be there for what your body and your mind tells you, okay? And you are going to do, and this is a whole different video, but you are going to do a very simple process. I could explain it to you later, maybe in another video, but this is all you have to know right now. You have to ask why, okay? Each time that something comes up, each time that you feel something or that a memory pops up, you got to ask why. And you're going to ask why until you either cry your eyeballs out, and this is a whole different video as well, how to cry, because you shouldn't cry saying, oh my God, I'm such an ass, or the world is mean to me, or it's that person's fault because I feel this way, or no, you have to reach a moment when you're crying of exhaustion. Okay, when you're crying because you reach the point where you see the pattern and you're tired of it and you're just letting the blood out, you know, you're just bleeding. You're just crying to feel better later. And you know that distinctively. You got to get to that point, okay? Or to a point where you go, okay, I see it. Okay, I'm good now. I get it, you know? But you got to stay there. You got to focus. You got to get there, okay? Do the work. Do the work, all right? So I'm going to tell you what the sentences are. They're very simple. They seem like kids play. They're not. So you're going to repeat them and you're going to know if you have work to do, okay? So the first sentence is, I love myself. I love myself. Wow, that's a big one, isn't it? No, we're not just talking about, oh, I love the job I have. I love the kids I have. I love the husband I caught. And I love the cat I have. No, I love myself as a person. I love myself. Say it, feel it. Make sure you feel it. If there's something uncomfortable in there, you got work to do, okay? If there's something negative, if there's something hesitant, you got work to do, okay? So the second one is I accept myself. I accept myself. Do you, though? Do you accept yourself, really accept yourself unconditionally? Can you reach a moment when you say, well, I fucked up there, but I accept that, you know? I know why I did that. I understand it and I accept it. It's fine, okay? Even in your mistakes, do you accept yourself? If there's something uncomfortable, if there's something hesitant, if there's something negative when you say it, you got work to do, okay? So the third one is I forgive myself. This is a whole, like, forgiveness is a whole video as well. It's a whole content as well, but let me sum it up for you. The last part of something hard that you've been through is to forgive yourself, because sometimes it's easier to forgive other people, and if you haven't forgiven other people, you got work to do, okay? Because forgiving other people is not condoning their behavior. It's saying, I'm done with you. I'm done with that pain, okay? Either I have you, I want you in my life, or I don't want you in my life, but I'm done with that pain. I give it up. I let it go. It's done. We're done. It's fine. Okay, and you got to feel it, okay? But sometimes it's easier to do that with other people than yourself, because the last thing that you're going to do in every hard situation is to forgive yourself for the way you handled it. Forgive yourself for what it did to you. Forgive yourself for what you let other people do to you. Forgive yourself is a lot harder than it looks. Sometimes we think that we're done with the situation and we didn't forgive ourselves. Okay, so can you say it? I forgive myself. Can you say it? If there's anything uncomfortable, if there's anything negative, if there is anything hesitant, when you say it, you got work to do. It may be a phase, it may be a moment, but you got work to do, okay? So, fourth one, I honor myself. Wow, this is a big one, okay? I honor myself. It's got to do with self-respect, doesn't it? I mean, do you honor yourself? Do you treat yourself? Do you take care of yourself first and foremost? Do you? Can you say yes when you want to? Can you say no when you want to? Can you go for what you need? Can you search? Can you fight for what you want? Can you accept even? Can you say it out loud? Do you honor yourself in your actions, in your words, in your relationships, in your job? Do you honor yourself? Are you living your best life? That's the best way to honor yourself, isn't it? Hard one to do, but if there's something hesitant, negative, or discomfortable, when you say this, you got work to do, okay? So the fifth one is I deserve it. Whatever you want, I deserve it. Can you say it? Can you own it? Can you be sure of it? Do you feel it? Is there anything hesitant, negative, or discomfortable when you say it? What do you want? Do you deserve it? Do you believe you deserve it? If you don't, you got work to do. And the last one, and this is an easy one because it feels like it's so light, it's so easy. People all think that they know who they are. So the last one is I am. But this I am, it's huge, like someone says. It's huge because it's I am complete. I am whole. I am love. I am all right. I am full of myself, and I accept myself and honor myself and respect myself and forgive myself. It's the whole deal. Can you say it? Are you? Are you? Are you? So if you have anything uncomfortable, discomfortable, if you have anything uncomfortable or hesitant or uncoordinated, you got work to do. So this is a diagnosis of self-esteem. If any of these sentences don't feel right to you when you say them, when you think them, you got work to do. And trust me, you may need to go back time and time again. And as a end note, it may happen that your brain doesn't pull up any images, that you don't know where the feeling comes from, but the feeling is there, the uncomfort is there, and you may need to go deeper. But most problems are solved with mindfulness, okay? Are solved with a good cry or with a good aha moment, like Oprah says. Just do the work, okay? That's the first step, because if you're okay with yourself, if you honor yourself, if you love yourself, all of these sentences, you are going to be fine, because everything is not permanent, okay? Anything that comes to you, everybody experiences loss, everybody experiences uncomfortable moments, everybody has a bad job, everybody has a bad relationship or a bad encounter, but you are going to be fine if you love yourself, okay? So this is a diagnosis for self-esteem. Just tell me what you thought. Tell me if you did the exercise and how you felt and what you worked out, because I can assure you that you can work shit out. You can work and get better and love yourself more if you are mindful of these sentences and of these processes, okay? So good luck to you. Tell me what you thought. This is a long video. I hope I can summarize it a little better if I keep going, but God knows. Tell me what you think you would like to discuss next. Maybe we could do forgiveness, or maybe we could do emotions, or maybe we could do whatever else I spoke about in this one. Hit me up. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, and like and subscribe if you think this makes sense. Probably I'll keep going, or maybe not. But if it helped you, let me know. That's the main thing.